Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. BlubberButter and welcome back to Why Am I Dead Rebirth. This video is going to be more of a walkthrough. Now I've played through and grabbed all the endings, so I decided I should make a video dedicated to number 1, showing you how to get them. And yeah, this is erasing my previous playthrough, which you may or may not have seen on YouTube. Never occurred to you how slidey ghosts are, apparently. You get some momentum going. J. Just talk to him, get him out of here. Why can I hear no sound? That is why, because I have my computer muted. Don't you care, he's your boss, and now I'm unemployed, thanks to the reminder. I actually had not seen that choice. Now here's the thing. There are 3 basic plot lines in this game. And then, so there are 3 endings and then 1 ultimate ending. I will show you how to get all of them. The first and primary one is this guy, Cricket's ending. And some of this you might have seen. I got it from my other playthrough. I'm going to go ahead and do it again, though, because it's kind of important to the rest of this. Talk to him until you can get him. What's going on? My computer's spazzing a little bit. Did anybody seem out of place? Ask that question. And just go through all of this. My computer's spazzing, so I don't know what's going on. I should have plenty of time and everything. So now you control him and go clear Cricket's name by talking to the guy who's taking an enormous poop in the restroom, and does so for the entire game long. Plot twist, he was actually the murderer and everything else was just fake. Why? I don't know why that. Never mind. I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, this one on, go back and talk to him. Get the 3 people that you need to know. Oh my gosh. This is the problem when you've already read this and you start mashing buttons to get through. And you can come on and ask that question if you want to, it's not important. Okay, after talking to him, I have to vaguely remind myself what to do. You have to talk to the 3 people who do not have alibis. That will be not that room. It'll be Lucille. Ask a whole bunch of questions. Did you notice anything suspicious? And I think that's it. Just ask all the questions and then leave. The next one will be Randy. He's down here. I'm not sure what's going on with my computer, guys. I apologize. I think that's all you need to do to question him. Later you need to go back as other people. Because if you recall, and I'm probably doing this out of order because you could probably go straight to using other people to get the answers out of them. But I'm going to go ahead and ask anyway in case that's important. Where were you last night? Okay. With that, now you need to get the information out of the other 2 people. For this girl, for Randy, you need to control this girl who looks like his daughter, which makes me suspect that that young woman up there, or old woman, I don't actually know how old she is, might be his daughter, but I guess that's not the case because they never mentioned it. Talk to him and get him to confess that he has things under his mattress. That's, for this ending, all you need the daughter for. You can now control him to go talk to him. Right now I'm going to make things easier by doing this all in one go. Control this old lady to confront her. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on. How are you taking the owner's death is the question you need to ask. And then she'll confront her about having an affair with the owner. I think you were chasing his money is the option you need to choose. Get all that stuff. You can read it if you want to. This is just supposed to be a walkthrough, so I'm not going to read most of it out loud. I'll read out loud the endings, even though my reading out loud voice is kind of sucky. And probably more annoying than helpful. Okay, that's all I needed. And that's the extent of what you need to do in this ending, as I've said before. Now you can start solving everything. Find all those letters. Confront him about it. Have him talk to you. You can ask the questions if you want. I think it's really just important to get it in the first place. And he'll tell you to go talk to Morgan. I've never done Morgan first, so I actually don't know how that turns out if she tells you to talk to him. But since you got the old lady to go twist things out of Morgan, you can go into her drawer and very shadily sneak through her underwear to go find an envelope underneath all that. So I don't know what that says about my character, Cricket. So I found these files in your room, and she's not at all upset that you were digging through her stuff. Go ask some questions. Get all this stuff done. Oops. Apparently re-ask questions you were already asked and have her answer the exact same thing. And then tell her... Alright. And that is that. Now this is how... I'm going to save it here because this is the first step. This is how you get the first ending. Now we confront the one person who does not have an alibi. And that is Lucille. There are 3 people in this hotel without solid alibis. You, Randy, and Morgan. I see, I'm sure you suspect me, but I didn't do it. It must have been someone else. No, Randy was blackmailed by the owner. If he died, he wouldn't get to see his daughter. He had a motive. And Morgan was in the middle of an investigation into the owner's finances. His death only disrupted her search, so she didn't have a motive either. That leaves one person as the killer. You. We need to talk in complete privacy. Meet me in the owner's room. Now, do not save if you're trying to get the other exits, because this will ruin your ending quest. She's down there by the dead body, which is oddly not quarantined or anything. Everybody's just like, oh yeah, that's the room to the dead body. Go ahead and walk through as you please. Go ahead and mess up the crime scene. Okay, I need answers. Then you're in luck. Tell me, what do you need to know about this hotel? I don't know. It sounds like the owner may have been involved with something illegal. Morgan thought the hotel was a front. Wrong. The owner was a criminal, yes, but the hotel was not a front. The hotel was the stage of the crime. It suffices to say that the location of the hotel was by design, not accident. Away from society, away from the law. Make no mistake, this hotel deserves to be shut down and burned. No, not exactly. Sadly, Morgan was not the only one whose investigation ended prematurely. I had been careless and he discovered me in my search for evidence against him. In that moment, it was me or him. I chose myself. You have a gun, and a badge and license to kill to go along with it. You're a cop. You were sent here to investigate this hotel. No, I came here on a trail of a known serial killer. One that I'm reasonably confident is in fact here. However, by the way, I suspected it as Ted. However, when I grew suspicious of the owner, I realized he was more deserving of my attention. I'm not sure how to react. Act as if nothing changed. If my cover is blown, all my work could be reversed. I think it's too late for that. Plot twist! What are you doing? Did you think I was investigating the murder out of the goodness of my heart? Of course not. How dumb. I was just trying to find the person who killed my business partner. It was you. You were the one he was planning to meet with. Goodbye. The end. Doesn't really show a whole lot, obviously. It's one person's ending. This is Cricket's ending. I'll label it Ending 1. Now we'll hit Ending 2. Alright, for Ending 2, we'll take a similar path than this, but this one is Lucille's ending. So you need to go control Lucille. Oddly, when you are Lucille and talk to Cricket, he doesn't get suspicious and tell you anything. You have to talk to her. So yeah, I guess I am. I mean, well, I don't need to read this out loud. How did you find something like that out? And he'll admit that he heard it from Ted. And her comment, you heard it from Ted. Interesting. Should clue you in on the fact that you need to talk to Ted. I think Ted's the serial killer, and the person she was on to this whole time, but they, oddly enough, never addressed that in the game. Sorry, that was a spoiler, I should have mentioned it. I hear you were talking to Cricket about alibis. You did. You heard that? You told him about everyone's. Why am I reading this out loud? I don't need to. Just get through here. Ask how much do you know about everyone. He says it was really because of Orville. I hope I'm pronouncing these names right. I suck at reading, I forgot to mention. Now I can talk to Orville, who is a shady little bastard. I hear you've been talking to Ted. He will deny it. You need to say, that's strange, you told me you two were best friends. He freaks out and keeps lying about it. And you have to accuse him first and then say you're losing your patience. And that's what she tells you. She said she told him a bit and that he was threatening. Oops. Why did you tell him about the others? And he'll tell you stuff. You need to ask the why question. And she says it's suspicious. That is the end of this questioning. Now you need to question the other two people who have no motives. You've questioned him, and Ted, and Orville. Now you need to go get the two non-motivated people. Because, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I forgot a key. I forgot a key step. In order for her to get information out of her, Cricket needs to talk to her. Did you know the hotel owner? Actually, you need her to talk to him. I'm sorry. My bad. This is supposed to be a walkthrough and I screw up. Hello there, handsome. Yes, because I am a very devilishly good-looking person. Devilishly... whatever. Anyway, he basically says that he was meeting someone, but he's not optimistic about finding said someone. That is all you need from that exchange. You need her to talk to him, though. I will say that at this point in the game, they gave you no clues to that fact, so I had to search around a little bit to find out that I had to have her talk to him. So I wasn't too happy about how that one exactly played out. Did you know the owner? Did he mention anything about meeting with someone outside the hotel? And then, because she talked to Ted, or Cricket, I don't know why I keep mixing that name up, she'll say, Cricket said he was going to meet someone, and she says, good to know. Now you only have to question the last person, and that'll be Randy. Come on. Hello. You go through that. Did he mention he was going to meet someone from outside the hotel recently? Now, when I played the game, I wondered why the crap she was asking that question, because that came out of nowhere. But I guess it does make sense if you know the rest of the plot. I still think that they should have led up to that a little bit. So both the owner and Cricket were planning to meet someone here. It's most likely they were in fact going to meet each other. They must have been in some prior relationship, even a partnership. Seems Ted is feeding information to the owner's partner. Things aren't over yet. I need to be prepared for the worst. I should get my things out of the briefcase in my dresser. Get out of my way, old man. Or younger, middle-aged man. Get out of the way. I have to get a ghost to go get you out of the way. Lazy bum. And, I'll save here. Because this part is also used in another ending, so we might as well keep that pretty simple. Open the briefcase. She'll have a badge for an FBI agent, a pistol, a magazine, and a strange-looking key. Whatever happens next, I should be prepared. And for this is how you get the second ending. Lucille's ending. He must confront her just like he did in the original one, except now she's armed. So it should go a little differently, right? She is not in her room, because I went in the wrong room, that's why. Have the same encounter. She'll leave. Head down here just like before. Okay, stuck on an invisible wall. This is going to start out pretty similar. That's the first ending. Random lag spikes, I have no clue where that's coming from. Okay, I need answers. Then you're in luck. Tell me what you know about the hotel. A lot of this is pretty similar. Hotel is the stage of the crime. Suffice to say, a remote location away from the law. The hotel deserves to be burned, and that's why you killed him. No, it was, self-defense. And you have a gun, and a badge and a license to kill go along with it. You're a cop. You were sent here to investigate the hotel. No, I came here on a trail of a known serial killer. One that I'm reasonably confident is in fact here. It's Ted. However, when I grew suspicious of the other owner, I realized he was more deserving of my attention. I'm not sure how to react. Act as if nothing changed. If my cover is blown, all my work could be reversed. I think it's too late for that. And I shoot his hand and he drops the gun. Yes, you're probably right. Go, Lucille. It's too late to actually let you go. You knew? That you and the owner were working together? Yeah, I thought it was suspicious that Ted, of all people, was giving you information. He may have been on to me and figured out you would be the best to get rid of me. They basically say he's the serial killer. But what are you talking about? Once I realized the owner had a business partner that was still kicking around the hotel, I knew I wasn't finished. But when I knew that Ted was probably working with him, I figured it was only a matter of time until they made their move. All I had to do was be ready and wait. Oh. And I was right, because you delivered yourself right to me. It's a shame. This blows my cover, so the serial killer will probably slip through my fingers this time. It's freaking Ted! But arresting you will just have to do. This doesn't change anything. I'm just a middleman, and you have no idea what you've gotten yourself into. But if you let me go, I'll tell you everything I know. Oh, you will definitely tell me everything you know, but I'm still arresting you. You don't understand. They'll come after me. If you want the truth, this is your only chance to hear it. Dot. Put your hands behind your head and get your knees to the ground. This is the end for you. Ending number 2. Lucille's ending. Alright, this is going to be ending number 3. This one actually doesn't have anything to do with the others, and in fact, this one can be done without doing most of the steps we did before, but I saved in between anyway, just in case. You never know. Okay. So when the old lady comes in here and blackmails her, or doesn't blackmail her, just threatens her, and she ends up finding out what happens for whatever random reason, and it comes out of the blue because they don't give you any indication of this happening at all. You have to control the old lady and go talk to him. Why? I don't know. They have no connection with each other. There is no reason for me to suspect that this character needs to go in there, except I'm trapping him here now, so it looks even more threatening. But I still have no clue why the old lady is talking to him. It doesn't make any sense. Did you know about the hotel owner and Morgan? You know they were sleeping with each other, right? I mean, what are you talking about this? How do you even know about that? I managed to get the blonde biddy to confess all about it. Why in the hells would she talk to you about something like this, and why do you care either way? Actually, scratch it, I don't even want to know. She was trying to tell me about the owner, some kind of conspiracy theory. I don't know. Wait, what was that? She knew something about the owner? Oh, she made it sound like she was only with the owner to dig dirt on him. She said the hotel might be a front or some such nonsense. She was investigating the owner. I wonder what she found out. If we combined our knowledge, what could we find out? She'd probably never trust me, though, would she? Okay. Now, oh no, actually. The old lady, I think, is just going to stay here randomly, because she doesn't move around too much in this game. The old lady is not going to talk to her again, because I have absolutely no reason to talk to her again. By the way, just for entertainment's sake, you can really control these people and just talk to all the others. Some of them have nothing to do with the other plot, but especially with Orville, some of the interactions are rather entertaining. Anyway, control this young woman here, who seems to be able to get answers out of any man. Except for Orville, because she hates him. And she talks to him. Again, for no real reason, but in this case, it makes some sense. From an overall perspective. Hey there. What is it I can do to help? Well, I did have a really important question I was hoping you could answer. What do you need to know? Why do you dislike the owner of hotel... stuff? I can tell you, but first, is it true that you were investigating the owner? Is it true that you think the hotel is a front? Who told you that? So it's true. I had my suspicions about the owner, but I never tried to find the truth. I was scared. Scared of him. Scared I'd never see my daughter again. None of that matters now. You can ask me anything you want. Maybe you'll find what you were looking for. And now you need to ask some specific questions. So, this one's not important. Did you know the hotel is running a huge deficit? Wouldn't surprise me. Blah, blah, blah. Was the owner involved in any other kind of business? Or any idea where the rest of the money is coming from? Or other business is the one you need to ask. Couldn't say anything about business, but I could tell he had power, connections. I don't know where it came from, but certain people would visit. Who could afford better than here. What would these visitors do? You need to ask that question. It's important to get 2 answers out of this thing. Where they would spend time, but they'd spend all day in there, and he didn't know what they were doing. They were always very quiet when visitors were over. That's the little question you had to ask. Now, what made you suspicious of the owner? General nature and the fact he was extorting me. He would give them strange, odd jobs. Nothing illegal, but suspicious. What errands did they give? You need to answer that one, too. Weird was the thing they seemed to have. They'd have him fix something or go out and buy something and bring it to the hotel, but then never see it again, always wondering where they went, like they're another dimension. You had to ask both of those questions about the tenants and the jobs he had to do. That opens up this one. From what you're saying, maybe the owner did have a spare dimension. What are you saying? Let's go through everything we've established between my and your information. Well, I know the owner's got some weird connections, blah, blah, blah. Lots of work to do, never heard from them again. Expenses don't add up with the tenants, so it's getting its money from elsewhere. It's possibly front for a larger illegal business. Did it ever occur to you that there is a secret section to the hotel, a hidden area? That would make sense. It would explain things. A storage area or something for drugs. We can't know until we find out. You really want to search for it. There's a hidden area. It's got to be in the entrance somewhere. Based on what we already know, maybe we can figure out where it might be. I'll follow you. Let's leave no stone unturned. I am actually going to save here because I think that this is also what I need to do to get the ultimate ending, but we will investigate that later. Right now, for this ending number 3, I don't even know what to call this one. Morgan and Randy's ending. Go to the mirror that's not broken in his room and investigate it. Looks like a regular mirror. Hold on a second. Behind the mirror, it looks like there's a switch. Flip it. Holy mother of... It's a hidden door right inside the owner's room. Go down this hidden door. Who knows where it leads to? The truth may be down here, but no one knows what we'll find. I think we should be absolutely sure and ready before we go in there. If there's anything else you want to do, we should do that first. This should be a red flag to anybody watching this. Whenever they have an "Are you sure?" question on RPGs, that usually means something bad is going to happen or a major boss fight is going to happen. It's your cue to go save and make sure everything's okay. You'll walk down here and find this giant door. Let's try to open it. What kind of door is this? It's huge. Look at the thing. Talk about ominous. Can't believe a place like this was under the hotel the whole damn time. Open the door. But of course it won't work because it's too heavy and it's locked. Do you know anything about that, Randy? I don't know. I have several hotel keys with me that he could try out. None of them fit. None are even close. This keyhole is one of a kind. The doors won't budge. It looks like they weigh several tons apiece. Looks like we need a special key to get there further. Now what? Now you try to escape. Gasp! Oh no! The entrance we came from, it's gone. No way, there was a staircase here just a moment ago. Somebody locked them in. What the hell happened to it? Flip, the upstairs must have been switched again to close the hidden entrance. Somebody must have hit that switch. We need to figure something out. If we can't get through that door, we can't go back, it means we've got nowhere to go. I also just noticed there isn't a lot of ventilation here, or any. Who would have hit that switch and why? It must have been somebody who already knew about this area, and they trapped us here on purpose. They're trying to get rid of us. And now, no matter what you do, it's getting darker and darker, so they might as well enjoy the last bit of time together. Pitch black. We've looked everywhere. There's no other exit to this place. I can't think of any ideas. My head is starting to hurt. Me too. I need some whiskey. And a nap. I just need to take a nap and then we can figure out how to escape. They're dead. The end. That was probably one of the worst endings, because really no one ended up happy. And this was, if you notice, a really grayed out ending. This was Morgan and Randy's ending, ending number 3. Okay, this is ending number 4, the final ending. Basically, you need to combine the endings of all 3. We've done most of the steps for Cricket's ending, but his is honestly not that important, because once you get Lucille's ending and have all of her stuff done, that kind of trumps his. What you need to do, and it's rather odd, and I figured this out. How did I figure this out? Oh, what's going on here? That's unusual. What's going on? Oh, this has never happened. That's supposed to be a doll, guys. But it's not here. Okay, that doll is actually important to this ending, so I guess I'm going to reload and I'll be right back. Okay, for whatever reason it just bugged out. I reloaded it and it's back. Here's the thing, you have to do everything else to the other endings first. Allow Cricket to know everything about all these people. Have those these two team up together. And you have to have Lucille be suspicious of Cricket. I said Ted, I think. I meant Cricket. Anyway, these two have to be teamed together. That's really important. You can talk to this doll. There's an extra person here, and some people, I guess, didn't know that. I figured it out on accident, honestly. I don't remember how, but it just happened on accident, and I flipped out. I was super excited. Way too happier than I should have been. Hello, Iblis. You can talk to them if you want. Mommy says we'll leave the hotel as soon as it goes away. There's nothing for her to stay here. What do you mean? Basically, just talk to Sarah about it. What do you think of the people here? They're all liars, blah, blah, blah. The trench coat guy is just an idiot. Someone else will die. You can control the doll. You have to move her up to it, and then you can talk to the doll. Now, you can play around with her and talk to her if you want. It's kind of fun, but what you need to do is say, I know what your mother is doing, and you can only do this after they've teamed up. Really? What do you mean, Sarah? Your mother is investigating the owner and the hotel, but on her own, she won't reach the truth. Sounds like a mystery or something. That sounds fun. Mommy's a detective. Oops. Someone she can trust, huh? Like the woman with the glasses. I can sense it. I missed that conversation, but you guys can read it if you want. Yes, that's right, and your mother needs you to talk to the woman with glasses. Okay, sounds easy. Don't worry, Mommy. I can help you. Go back to controlling her. Go down and talk to Lucille. I got the right door that time. And you can talk if you want, but this is what you need to say. You're investigating a hotel and its owner. She denies it. And Mommy's investigating she needs your help. Apparently some dark secret. If it's true, she could have found things I wasn't able to. It'll be worth the risk to see if there's any truth to this. Now you control her, and she must go talk to Morgan. Hello, is there something I can help you with? Your daughter came up to me and told me a strange story. Oops. Strange thing to say, blah, blah, blah. Are you trying to insinuate she was correct? I didn't think you were the type to listen to the thoughtless babbling of little children. But I'm going to level with you. I'm a cop, badge and all, and if you know anything about this hotel, I need you to tell me. Yes, that appears to be a badge. Oh well, it seems like everyone knows about my involvement with the owner at this point. I have reasons to suspect the hotel is a front for some other kind of business. More to the point, I think there's a hidden area in the hotel where this business takes place. I've been searching for a way to access that area. Ouch. I scratched myself. Which you don't need to know. It would make more sense for us to search it together. Maybe our combined knowledge will make a difference. So now the three of you are following together. This is what you need to do to get the ultimate ending. Out of my way, Orville. I mean, you're a very nice man. Thank you. Save if you want to, just because you never know if there's going to be a bug or anything. Now you go back to that secret room. Looking good. Investigate it. Blah, blah, blah. This hidden door. I knew that this must be the entrance that hides the hotel's profits. Go down here. I'm ready just about the blah, blah, blah. They give you the same warning. Anyway, but she has a key, remember? If you listened carefully to what she said, what kind of door is this? It's huge. She talked about ominous, pretty much the same thing. None of them fit. Wait, I have a key. I almost forgot about it, but it might just work. Open the door. Oh, what was that? Something flashed. And here it is. What the hell? What are all these people down here for? I was thinking we'd find a drug stockpile or something. Randy, don't you get it? These people are... See, I don't think they're dead because they indicate something later. That's kind of a spoiler, sorry. They weren't very clear about that, but I think they're alive. At the back of the room is a black desk. There are scattered files laying on top of it. The files contain lists of people, along with each person's information, where they came from, where they're going, the estimated range of money. Exactly what I suspected, but this is the most detailed, concrete proof I've found. I might even be able to use this to find out who else is involved in this crime ring. Or you might not. Oh no, it's Cricket. That's a very unintimidating name. Either way, you're in for a disappointment. You. Who the hell are you doing down here? You knew about this place, Cricket? I don't understand. I always thought it was you, Cricket, or whatever your name is. You came here to meet with the hotel owner, didn't you? To talk about business. That's right, but someone interfered with that by killing him. I decided to find out who it was, and I suppose I did. Someone feel like explain blah, 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 blah. Explain things, basically. The truth is, I've been investigating this hotel almost since I first got here. The owner found out, and I was forced to kill him in self-defense. By that time, I had my suspicions what he was up to, but seeing it in person is entirely different. Well, admit it, you're impressed. At least you should be. This whole storage facility has been operating for years and years under the noses of the world's most powerful government, and directly under our nose of regular conscientious citizens. Bleh, bleh, words. Isn't that right, Randy? I never knew about this. I could never have guessed. If I knew, I wouldn't have. Of course you didn't know. Nobody thinks it can happen. Not here. Not where I live. That's the banality of evil. The truth is always peeking around the corner, but you turn your head. You don't really want to see. When you worked here, did you really never question what you were doing? Not once? And imagine all of the other tenants who must have noticed there was something wrong. Where are they now? Think of what we do. Think of what we do, however you want. You have been enabling us the whole time. Are you done yet? With these files in this room, I may have enough intel to head up the chain of command, cut off your supplier. And with your full cooperation, which I'm sure you will give, this nightmare can be dismantled. Wrong on all accounts. This organization is bigger than you. It's out of your league. And I'd be a damned fool to try and rat it out. There wouldn't be a hole dark enough for me to hide from them. And how would they feel about, basically how would they feel about somebody who failed? So what do you have to lose? Work with us and I will protect you. Haha, I've really hit rock bottom. Beaten by a drunkard, a gold digger, and a 2-bit copper. And you of all people are trying to strike a pity bargain with me. There's really only one thing left I can do. Die! And of course he got shot. Good, that was close. Was he really planning to kill all three of us? I don't think so. Looked like a suicide by cop to me. Either way, I think I'm out of a job. This hotel can't stay open now. Not after we saw all this. Slow, obnoxiously slow fade out. With both the hotel owner and his partner dead, the hotel was shut down and put under a thorough investigation. The people that found out that the horrible black room were moved to shelters where they could slowly come back to good health. It seems like things have been resolved, but I still had questions. How many more places were out there like this one? How many more people like Cricket are out there? How did a place like this escape our attention for so long, and am I the first to discover it? And was my mission that initially led here a coincidence, or was there a deeper meaning to it all? These questions haunt me, but I know that I did everything I could. The answers to my questions may be out of reach for now, but I will find them. The end. This is the most blackened ending. I don't know why that is. But this has been Why Am I Dead? Rebirth. That was the true ending. Now, he has a sequel that he has out on Steam Greenlight. I think it was greenlit, actually, already. But anyway, I would head over there and support them if you care about that. I think it's awesome. I'm going to go over and do that myself. But, that's okay. Bless you. That was my wife. As far as reviews go, I really liked it. Sometimes the controls were a little sticky, but this is a remake of an original game, and it's really good. I liked it. I was impressed with it then, and I'm impressed with it now, and I loved what he did with the whole ending thing. That was really good. I don't have much to say. I really look forward to anything else this guy makes. I'm following him on Newgrounds, but it looks like he'll be putting things on Steam more than Newgrounds at this point. So with that, I'm going to stop. You all have a great day, and I, Mr. BlubberButter, will see you later.